Is Litecoin being suppressed by Bitcoin maxis? This is what I want us to discuss in depth. Like a lot of people say, you know, Litecoin is being suppressed by Bitcoin maxis, but I generally don't buy that idea. And it's like I'm gonna lay out my reasons why. I just think it doesn't make sense for supporters of an asset to invest all of that time and effort into trying to destroy another asset, like especially all of that capital commitment. It's just better. Like if you support something else, it's just better for you to use all of that money to promote your thing, right? I think if Litecoin is getting suppressed, in my opinion, then the things we should focus on is not the price. Like it's very dumb if someone's trying to suppress an asset. I mean, we're talking about these things are essentially money tree networks, right? They're censorship resistant money tree networks, essentially. Bitcoin, Litecoin, they're just the same. It's the same thing, and they're competing for usage and all of these things. So that's the main front of competition. Bitcoin is competing for users. Litecoin is competing for users. Litecoin's winning. So essentially, if they wanted to suppress Litecoin, what would be worried about is if we're getting excluded from platforms, if we're getting sidelines, we're not getting included in some of the top exchanges. We're probably, if we're sidelined from getting an ETF altogether, if we are not, being included in the IRAs and all of these other, top integrations that Bitcoin's getting, then, I can be of the opinion that, okay, yeah, we are being suppressed, because those are the places that they can actually practically suppress us. If they're trying to keep the price low with the intention of killing it, it just makes no sense, because what that's just going to do is it's just going to continue to make it cheap, and they're just going to continue to create a value gap between the network value of Litecoin that is of course increasing in users and the price, and people are going to continue to look at that. And you can't suppress price forever, because at some point Bitcoin's going to get too expensive. It's going to get too difficult to move. Money is agnostic. Money doesn't care, doesn't believe in any concept. Money just looks for where the best opportunity is. And if your idea of suppressing it is to keep the price down, then what they're essentially doing is just making it, they're just creating a black hole for capital when capital gets tired of pushing Bitcoin. Because when capital gets tired of pushing Bitcoin and they see that Litecoin is incredibly relatively undervalued because they've been suppressed it, there's going to be a mass exodus of capital, a mass rotation from Bitcoin into Litecoin, and it's going to be so crazy. It's going to be so fast. It's going to be very difficult to stop. You never know what that can actually lead to, right? And so it just doesn't make sense why they would suppress it by keeping the price low. So if we're talking about like Litecoin being suppressed, what we should be looking at is if we're getting excluded. And we're not getting excluded, bro. Like, guys, like fundamentally, things are great. It's so strange. Like, things are so fundamentally great, but the price is so low and everyone's freaking out, and rightfully so, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you shouldn't feel bad about the price. You should feel bad about the price. It's your hard work. It's your hard-earned income, like your hard-earned capital that's in the market. But you should also think about it, right? If we're in a position where the market was in the reverse, right? Litecoin's at $3,000, where there's nothing going on, all the fundamentals are dwindling, then you, in my opinion, that's when I've been more bothered, right? But like we have fundamentals are getting better. We have access to, institutional pool of capital, trillions of dollars of institutional pool worth of capital through the ETFs. We have Litecoin treasuries. We are included in Fidelity's IRA. Matter of fact, one of the only 3 coins that, people could actually include in their retirement account. Fidelity. Fidelity is the largest, institutional provider of, 401ks and retirement. Like, bro, we're like 6, 7, 8, 9 trillion dollar, trillion dollar asset manager. Fidelity. We're one of the 3 coins in the, in your IRA. Like everything is so structured properly. Like the fact that price is so down, in my opinion, it's frustrating. But like this is just because the trade's not going to be easy, and it is just such, the opportunity is just so great. It's so bullish in my opinion. I don't know how people could be, negative. I mean, frustrated, yes, but like negative to the point where you say, oh, LTC is dead. Like I don't get it. I just don't get it. But so no, I don't think it makes any sense that we are being suppressed by Bitcoin maxis or anything like that. It just makes no sense in my mind, because there's no financial incentive for them to suppress it. It's actually placed to the disadvantage. They're just creating a vacuum to suck all of the capital that's going into BTC when capital gets tired of pushing BTC. Are they taking it away from platforms? Yes. Litecoin metrics are being pulled away from platforms left and right and center. Now, that is where they can actually do a suppression, trying to exclude us. But in the places that matter, they can't, right? We are on every top exchange in the world. We have the finance supply, the proof of work, our proof of work ecosystem is robust. We have this very nice S-Crypt ecosystem of a lot of interesting coins. We have Dogecoin, we have Bell's coin, we have Pepcoin, and all of this Pepecoin, and all of these coins. And we have all of this. We also are included in the ETFs, IRS, everything, all the things that matter we have. So there's no suppression going on that matters, in my opinion. And LTC is just, it's just patience. We're taking our time.